Good afternoon to Dr. Murray, President Burt, school board members, JPS supporters, and administrators. It is my privilege to introduce Mr. Joshua Evans. Joshua Evans is a sixth grade scholar at Bailey APAC Middle School, where Ms. Christy Hollingshead serves as principal. Joshua is the son of Latrina Chinelo Evans. He has served as student council secretary and enjoys community service and sports. He has future aspirations to become an attorney and then the president. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Joshua Evans.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
I am delighted to take this opportunity to recognize the great work our schools are doing. The performance classification assigned to a school or district is determined by two major factors. Number one, the percentage of students who are performing at various levels, minimum, basic, passing, proficient, or advanced. And number two, the degree to which student performance has improved over time based on an expected growth value for the school. The results from the achievement model and the growth model are combined to assign performance classifications of A, B, C, D, and F. Today, we would like to recognize the principals from schools in the A, B, and C categories. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. King and Dr. Merritt to come forward to present awards. We are going to begin with our C-rated schools. Our first C school. Help me celebrate Dawson Elementary. The principal is Miss Vicki Conley. Our next C school. McWillie Elementary. Principal, Dr. Sarah Harper. Casey Elementary. Principal, Mrs. Rhoda Yoder. Clausell Elementary. Principal, Miss Latoya Blackshear. Woodville Heights Elementary, Principal Dr. Lynn Horton. Lester Elementary, Miss DeLacy Bridges. And rounding out this category, Lee Elementary, Dr. Cynthia Vales. Let's give all our C-rated schools a round of applause. Now we will recognize our B schools. Brown Elementary, Principal Miss Courtney Sheriff. Isabel Elementary, Principal Dr. Micah Knox. Key Elementary and JPS Administrator of the Year, Principal Ms. Dion Woody. French Elementary, Principal Roshonda Clark. And Northwest Jackson International Baccalaureate World Middle School, Principal Kevin Culver. Let's give all our B-rated schools a round of applause. At this time, I would like to present to you our A-rated schools for 2015-16. Our first school recipient is Baker Elementary, Dr. Shauna Nicholson Johnson. Davis IB Elementary, Principal Dr. Kathleen Grigsby. Power APAC Elementary, Principal Dr. Marlene Martin. Bailey Academic and Performing Arts Complex Middle School, Miss Christy Hollingshead. Let's give all of our A-rated schools a rousing round of applause.
I really want to say congratulations to all of you. As we looked at the data, we noticed an increase in all schools. At the elementary level, the points increase. And so we want to say congratulations on that end because you're making progress in the areas of proficiency and growth. So congratulations to all of our schools. A special congratulations to our recipients this afternoon. I want you to stay focused and stay encouraged. We have great leaders in the position to move the needle, and so we are very confident that next year we will have more recipients coming before you, board members, to receive trophies and recognitions for C, B, and A schools. So again, congratulations. Let's stay focused, let's stay encouraged, and let's move the needle. Thank you.
I'm honored to be a part of this celebration today as we celebrate the accomplishments that you have made along with your staff and most of all the students in your respective buildings. But we're not putting a period here. The comma in this program includes the other schools for next year. So let this be a motivation for you to know that, hey, next year, if you're not in the A, B, or C category, I will be there next year with the hard work that you put forth this year. 400 of the 700 points deal with growth. If we master growth along with science and proficiency in reading and math, we will all definitely be in the A, B, and C categories. Craft your plan and have it in place so that you will be a part of this ceremony next year. The great thing about it, you're in control of your destiny. Once you develop your plan and execute it, you will be a part next year. Thank you.
I want to encourage you all to aspire to be a person that comes to the table. I remember when I was a high school principal, Dr. Deborah Mays Jackson was at Forest Hill, and they would give out these apples. I wasn't envious, but it was something inside of me that said, I'm going to get an apple next year. And I got an apple the next year. And so what I want to do is I want to encourage you all to do what it takes. I too, like Dr. Merritt and Dr. King, I know we have the right people on the bus. I'm confident because I know we will not be an F district next year. And not to be an F district means we won't have F schools. And so I'm claiming that all of our schools will make the lift and do what's necessary because we have the right people in the right place to make this heavy lift. And we're going to move forward doing what we need to do. It's important that we own, where we are, and that we make the necessary steps, not to make excuses, but to do what it takes to move the needle. And my message to teachers is one of inspiration. We can't do this work without them, and we can't do this work without you. So we appreciate you all, and we look forward to breaking the bank next year as it relates to the hardware that'll be on the table.
Somebody said that it couldn't be done, but he with the chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but I wouldn't be one who would say so till I tried. So you buckled right in with a trace of a grin, just took off your hat and go to it. Just start to sing as you tackle this thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle right in with a trace of a grin. Just take off your hat and go to it. Just start to sing as you tackle this thing that could not be done, and you'll do it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, principals. I think I may have learned that in the 5th grade or so. There were so many of those kinds of poems and sonnets and all kinds of things that our teachers gave us as guiding posts. And they were internalized in us as we were growing up through our other grades. You remember out of the pit, what happens out of that? Out of the pit that darkness me, I'm the master of my fate, captain of my soul. Out of the pit that swallows me, deep as a pit from pole to pole. I thank whatever gods there be for my unconquerable soul. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with banishment the scroll. I'm the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul. You are I am so proud to be here today. This has been one of the most important and enjoyable public services that I have done in this city. I enjoy, in spite of the challenges that we are now facing, I enjoy trying to do the very best that we as Board of Trustees can do. Teachers, administrators, and principals, please know that we have your back. We appreciate you. We know what you do every day. We can't do it. We are not educators. That is the reason why you can be a lay member to be a Board of Trustees. We depend on you to have the expertise to do the kinds of things that you are doing now. Use yourselves as role models for our other schools. If you know that there's a principal or there's a teacher or there's somebody who's struggling in one of the other schools, call them up. Have lunch with them. It's just amazing sometimes when, if you are talking to somebody in whom you trust, that something that you're trying to figure out, if you verbalize it, it really does help. So I would encourage you, as our leaders, to help our other schools so that next year, when we assemble, that the room will be overflowing. Thank you so much, and please keep up the good work that you continue to do every day.